Reggie Miller and John Starks, and Miller says he just loves to play against the Knicks because he feels he knows what buttons to push when it comes to John Starks, and he feels that he can get under John's skin.
Well, when John lost it in Indiana, it was really not the button that people thought it was. John Starks got upset and drew a flagrant foul call against him in Indiana on February 4th. John was very upset on a flagrant call when he tackled Dale Davis around the basket. He really lost it, but that ignited a 6-point possession for Indiana and an 18-point lead in that game. However, Saturday night, John Starks shows the new John Starks of the second half of the season, and he's really gotten the touch back. With Hubert Davis out, John Starks is getting plenty of time at 20 points a game over the last two, shooting the ball well, playing the complete game while averaging over 35 minutes a game.
And at the 13, Mark Jackson. At guard at 6'7" from UCLA, number 31, Reggie Miller. At forward at 6'10" from Alabama, number 9. At guard at 6'5" from Oklahoma State, number 3, John Starks.
Here with him, an autographed Indiana Pacers jersey, and he immediately proceeded to the now well-known seat in the front row, occupied by his one-time enemy, Spike Lee. But of course, you know, Spike wrote the foreword in Reggie's recent book detailing the exploits of the Pacers in the playoffs, and I guess this friendship has gone to a new level. Spike Lee is with us in the front row, and Spike, I've got to wonder, is this a jersey you will ever wear?
Nah, it just happens that I'm never going to wear it. I'm getting it framed, but today's my birthday. I'm 39 years old today, so Reggie gave me this jersey for a birthday present, and I appreciate it. And, you know, we might be very good friends after the summer. You never know what's going to happen.
Does this mean you're going to back off of Reggie in tonight's game?
I've never said anything to Reggie during any of the Knicks Pacers games. Never. It's all fabricated.
Is this part of a grand scheme, a plan to help Reggie come to New York eventually?
I don't know. Somebody must have told him it was my birthday, so he gave me this jersey, so I appreciate it.
Very touching, Spike. Thanks.
But I'm not going to wear it, though.
Okay, good. Back to you, Marv.
For Eastern Conference Finals between the Knicks and the Pacers, Reggie Miller putting his stamp on this one along with Spike Lee. Reggie, in one of the most dominating quarters in NBA playoff history, nailed 5 3-pointers, leading Indiana to the 83-77 victory over the Knicks. Miller with 25 of his 39 points in the fourth quarter, to the disgust of Spike Lee. That was 4 points shy of an NBA playoff record. Sleepy Floyd at 29 as a Warrior in a game against the Lakers. And the Knicks and the Pacers split the previous 2 games. This is game 3 of the 4-game season set. Here is Reed. And the Knicks
forward, and he just tripped.
Minute and a half gone by. Smits stopped by Ewing, has to pop it back. Here is Miller for 3. Reggie Miller from straight away. 102-94. Indiana shooting only 34%. They scored only 36 points in the first half. What a fake by Miller. And again, they clear it out. Miller going against Starks. And now McKee off the ball fake.
Well, he thought he was fouled as well.
Have to wonder about that sore ankle of John Starks. McKee, straightaway jump shot from beyond the foul line. Reggie Miller has not seen the ball much in the latter stage of the first quarter. Perhaps should see it more frequently. He is on fire. 3 past couple of years. The complaint is that he doesn't play with the same kind of passion. Miller rebounded by Mason, as he does against the Knicks, as he does come playoff time. He'd like to see that more often during the season. John Starks, and that's a 2-pointer. His foot was on the more aggressiveness from Reggie Miller on the defensive end. And a defense from the crowd. Here's McKee. And Starks is back with it, same spot. Ewing actually intercepted that pass that was meant for Harper. Yes! And it counts! Strange how things... Andres now traveling from the Garden. Clyde Frazier will join us at halftime. Dale Davis, it counts, and the foul. Pacers now lead by 5. You see the second quarter rundown. Again, they double up on Ewing. A wild pass, got away with it for Starks. Pacers lead.
John Starks is working very hard, as he did in their last meeting in Indiana, and successfully, I might add. against Reggie Miller, who shot the ball poorly. John denying him the ball. He's playing tough defense. Miller needs picks to get free.
Ready. And the question is, should he risk further injury to the back? Starks coughed it up. Here's Miller. And he's stripped and fouled.
When John Starks here dribbling the basketball, loses control to his buddy Reggie Miller, who drives that ball up court. He drives hard to the basket. Looks like a good play when you see it that way. Starks getting the hand in, deflecting that ball away, but the foul was. But you know, Marv, you look at the top 10 as I am right.
Minute 20 remaining, first half. Miller. And it did not appear that he had it teed up. In the half. Hoffer. For Mason. Backing McKee. Ewing. Rebounded by Reed. Starks for three.
Oh, Reggie got burned. He came out and left. See Reggie Miller going at Ewing. Ball moves from Reed on that nice rebound out to the wide open John Starks. Once again, that little extra second to shoot the ball, to look at the basket means so much. That's why the
Pacers want to hold for that final shot of the half.
Oh, they're looking for Reggie off a pick.
5 seconds. And Miller for three. Back it comes to Miller. And not able to hit on consecutive three-point attempts, and then just punched the monitor in front of New York Times reporter Mike Weiss.
See him holding his hand too, Marv. He might have hurt himself.
There are a number of athletes, whatever the sport, who will lose their temper and will tell you later, not a wise move. Here is Reggie walking off and very upset.
Mike Wise is a provocative kind of writer too, and I think
yes.
Reggie took note of that. Not your typical New York Times writer.
So is underway. The Pacers up by one. Jackson off the steal. Here's Smits. Offensive foul, and Rick Smits, who in the first half played only 7 minutes because of foul trouble, picks up his third right at the start. As you check out the Toyota matchup between John Starks and Reggie Miller.
It's a cruel world for Rick Smits. He's rolling in for a basket, and a smaller person just gets in his way. That's, I'm sure, how he feels about it.
Starks for three. Here's Smits. Hoffer with the open three. Yes. Antonio Davis and Derek McKee up front. Mark Jackson and Reggie Miller at the guards. Miller. Oh, what a shot. He thought he was fouled. An amazing shot by Miller. It's a three, and he's hit with a technical. And being ushered aside by Mark Jackson. Reggie Miller, though, very fortunate that he does not get the call against him of the leg kick. Every once in a while you'll see the call, and that was the indication on the part of the Knicks. They thought it should have been an offensive foul on Miller as he got the kickoff, but instead no foul called, and John Starks is able to hit the technical. Here's another look. Yeah.
Let's watch Reggie's legs now. On that one, he didn't have the leg kick because his motion was going all forward. He fell down, and maybe he thought he deserved a foul because it on this jump shot. Looks like John Starks might have felt that right leg of Reggie Miller. Maybe John Starks has the beef, not Reggie Miller, who fell down. Or just the way he thinks, the way he operates, and knowing the payback to the Knicks that he'd like to serve up, and the fact that they're going to be undermanned.
Well, it's the type of game with the Bulls undermanned, as Miller is able to hit a 16, where, and normally you don't like to see one player scoring that many points, although from time to time it has happened with the Bulls, but I could see the setting for that tomorrow night. Starks for three. 14 points. The high man for Indiana, Reggie Miller, with 16. 14 apiece for McKee and Dale Davis. Mason, third. McKee showing the confidence.
Pick J.R. Reed gives to Reggie Miller. Whack. Reggie out of the play. John Starks now. We'll take a look at the Marriott Marquis Sky Cam of the same play. Starks with all kinds of room after that pick by J.R. And 3 points. The New York Marriott Marquis.
Knicks with a 5-point lead. Starks lost Miller off the screen. Reggie Miller taking it to the basket.
Great ball movement by Miller coming in tonight. It's Reggie Miller trying to get free, Starks fighting through.
Points, 6 rebounds. Anthony Mason is back. The Knicks lead is 5. And again, a pass that is telegraphed, thrown by Starks. Miller putting the move on, lost it, and then recovered. Jackson for 3. Mark Jackson has come on late.
That's their number 4 play, Marv.
Jackson for 3. Mark Jackson with consecutive 3-pointers, preceded by his first field goal of the night. Did not score a field goal until the 4th quarter. And the Knicks now lead 82-81. A good look from Starks, finding Mason. Knicks lead is now 3 with 4:20 to go in the 4th. And you hear the chant of defense. Miller with the foul line.
Reggie now hitting.
Just under 4 remaining in the 4th quarter. Now Harper guarding Miller. Looking for the pick. Miller turned back. Mason on the ball. Mason handling against McKee. Starks for 3. Yes!
Boy, it's got to make the Knicks coaching staff happy when they see Ewing go to the hoop like that.
The Knicks by 6. Miller for 3. Reggie Miller, who can turn a game in 86. We've seen a few of these conclusions between these two clubs. Miller threw the foul. The question is, because 91-87, rare free throw miss for Reggie. We're down to 2 minutes to go in the 4th. Starks, played by Jackson, using the pick and popping to Harper. Derek Harper. That's a 2-pointer. Solid fashion against Reggie Miller here tonight. That is always the question mark, that he knows what buttons to push to get under. So the New York Knicks, with a solid performance, have defeated the Indiana Pacers. And the Knicks turnaround continues under Jeff Van Gundy. They have won 4 of 5 as they beat the Pacers 102 to 99. They go to 38-26. They've won. A very impressive performance as they now look ahead.